Question 3. You would like to save enough to take a 2-year sabbatical in 15 years. Starting today, you make your first of 180 monthly deposits of $500 into an account that pays J12 equals 9%. Write that in here. 1 month after making your last deposit, you take your first of 24 monthly payments. Find the size of these payments. This is, again, a back-to-back annuity problem. So I'm going to reiterate the important things that we need to do. One is we have to draw a timeline, and having a focal date and circling it right here on it is going to be really important in getting this right. We're going to take the time to identify our annuities and store all of our intermediate values, and an important thing is to pay really close attention to the begin and end on our calculator. So let's start by drawing in things. First of all, 15 years is when we start, and it's a 2-year sabbatical. And we are going to start making monthly. Everything is monthly. And that's okay. We can just put in little dashes for months, and we know what that means. Starting today, I'm going to make my first payment. So I'm going to say that this is right away, and it is $500. If I start today, then I'm going to end 1 month before 15 years from now. That's going to give me the right number of payments, which is 180. Because I'm starting right away, I'm going to note that this is an annuity due. And that's annuity number 1. For annuity number 2, well, 1 month after I make my last deposit, that's going to be exactly at 15. I'm going to start taking out my 24 monthly payments. And those, well, I don't know what they are, but I do know that at the end of this, I'm not going to have any money. So this is also an annuity due. Let's look at the steps of these. And these are both simple annuities. And what we have is we have an accumulation. We accumulate, save, and then we spend. Knowing this is going to get our signs correct. Starting. Well, I'm going to assume, because I didn't say anything about this, I have no money at the beginning. We could have started with something, and then it would be as easy as putting that number in. I'm going to start making payments of $500, and at the end, I will have something. Second annuity. I'm going to start with, well, that same something I had last time, because those are at the same points. This is 2. My payment in this annuity is going to be something. And my future value at the end will be 0, because I'm going to spend all of that money. 2 unknowns here, 1 unknown here means I should start with 1. You'll probably get sick of drawing the same thing out over and over again, but I found when I don't write it and when I don't do it in the right order, which I occasionally do, I start making mistakes. So putting everything in the calculator, writing it out really helps us not make mistakes. I'm going to start with annuity 1. Everything here is going to be monthly. My N, well, that's 180 because it's written in there, and that's 15 times 12. The interest rate is 9 for the entire time. Start with nothing, and I put in $500, and then we're going to figure out the future value. Begin is on. I'm going to go ahead and start filling in the second annuity as well. And I like to sometimes set these up before I even start so everything is very quick. 24 monthly payments. My present value is going to be this number. I'll put that in there. And here, that's what I'm going to be computing, and I'll end up with nothing, and it's still an annuity due. Starting with this. And again, fast forward if you're really good at putting stuff in your calculator. 12, I check that that's correct. N is 180. IY is 9. Present value 0. Payment is $500. Future value is what I'm computing, and begin mode is not on, so let's go to set. Make sure that begin mode is on. Now I can compute the future value, and what I'm going to end up with is, let's use a different color, why not? I apologize if you are colorblind and cannot see all my beautiful colors. It's okay. $190,000, $621.91. I'm going to store this again. Store 1 because I might need it later. but I'm also going to just go ahead and plus minus, put that right into present value. That's very useful. Okay, let's do the second annuity. 12 should stay the same, but N is now 24. I usually press recall and then IY to make sure that it's correct and that I haven't done anything. Recall present value is correct. Recall payment, well, I don't even know about payment, so I'm going to leave that alone. And I'm going to make sure that my future value is 0. Begin is still on. So compute the payment. I get $8,643.68. So we need, actually not we need, we will have $8,643.6869 per month. That's a pretty good amount to live off of. Let's look at part B. I've actually just copied everything we just did and I'm going to redo it, except now 2 months after making our last deposit. That means instead of having a payment come out here at 15, our first payment comes out 1 month later and our last payment comes out here. What does that do? Well, that makes this an ordinary annuity. Let's erase that and I'm going to use another color. This time it's an ordinary annuity. What else changes? The first part doesn't change at all. Still in amortization, everything is the same except for this begin right over here. All we're going to do to make this different is change this to off. I'm going to highlight these changes. That's it. All we've done here is change one button. That means that everything is already properly stored in my calculator. So if I go to second, begin, second, set, and turn that begin mode off, and now I'm going to recompute that payment with everything identical, I get the correct answer. We will have $8,708.51 per month if we start 1 month later. So these questions are almost the same. The only difference was in that begin on or begin off.